Gym I'm fighting out of is Team Vision in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Very cool. What kind of skills do you plan on showcasing tonight? What can we look forward to?
The skills I plan on showcasing, sir, are just pressing the action, a lot of action. I got a lot of action in both hands and both feet.
Ambidextrous, perhaps. Excellent. How did you get involved in kickboxing?
I watched this kickboxing movie when I was young, so I like it, so I do it.
Do you do any other kind of combat sport like MMA or jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, but if I can compete in chess and do this, I do it. I just like to compete.
Excellent. Do you think you're going to have any trouble transitioning from the rules of MMA to kickboxing?
No, sir. That's my background. Stand up.
Excellent. So, do you have any predictions for how this fight's going to go?
It's going to be violent.
And do you have any messages for your opponent?
Tell them good luck.
My name is Jonathan Roake, and I fight out of Bonafyde MMA.
What skills are you going to be showcasing tonight? What can we look forward to from you?
We're going to see a lot of explosive striking and a really good fight.
How did you get involved in kickboxing?
I started watching the UFC when I was 12 years old, and I decided that's what I wanted to do with my life, and I fell in love with Muay Thai instead.
What is your prediction for the fight?
I think it's going to be a war. It might end up being a bloodbath. I have a good opponent. I expect myself to win, but we'll see.
It's one of my favorite pastimes. You know, Muay Thai to me is one of the purest forms of stand-up fighting on earth today. It's a brutal style. Training in it is brutal. Fighting in it is more brutal. And a career in it is just an arduous thing. You know, it's unbelievable to see this caliber of warriors out there banging.
We got a good matchup next. We have
Tiger Banks versus Jonathan Roake.
Mr. Banks fighting out of Vision MMA with an impressive 18-0 record. Muay Thai fighting style. It's BJJ martial arts. He lists BJJ as his martial art of choice.
Yeah, he's been training 10 years. It says on here he does triathlons and Muay Thai, which may boast to an extensive cardiovascular capacity. I think right here we got Mr. Tiger Banks coming out. Looks to be a shredded to the teeth athlete. He's doing the traditional Ram Muay, circle in the ring, hand on the top rope, praying a little bit, honoring his coaches, his mentors, and the traditions of Muay Thai kickboxing. Proud to see it. Tiger Banks, again, representing Vision MMA, 10-year Muay Thai veteran, 18-0 as a fighter.
That's an impressive record no matter how you cut it. We have Mr. Roake making his way to the ring right now, 5-1, Muay Thai fighting style out of Bonafyde MMA. His favorite technique, surprise, surprise, kicks.
Wow, Bonafyde MMA, if I'm not mistaken, that's exactly where Steven Summers was from. And he was so impressive. It was literally unbelievable.
It's impressive, too, as this kid's 5-1 at the young age of 18 years old.
Wow. Been training 4 years already. That's impressive. Make no mistake, he's taking a step up in competition today against a wily veteran and 31-year-old Tiger Banks, who is 18-0. But Jonathan Roake is 6'1", and at 135 pounds, that's a tall guy. So that length and range, if he knows how to use it right, may be able to get on the inside of Tiger Banks and pick him apart.
The intangibles Mr. Banks is bringing, too, with that 18-0 record. He is a seasoned vet, to say the least.
Absolutely, seasoned veteran. We're just waiting on Jonathan Roake to get in the ring, having some discussions there with the boxing commission, and looks like everything's cleared up, and he's getting up the steps now.
Looked like it was maybe a mouthpiece issue.
Tiger Banks seems to be the shorter, stockier of the two, and Jonathan Roake is a tall, thin, dangerous-looking Thai fighter. This fight ought to be exciting as well. I'll tell you what, these 3 fights so far have blown me away. And the fight gets started quick and in the middle. And Jonathan Roake has a huge reach and height advantage. He's throwing heavy kicks inside and outside on Mr. Banks. Mr. Banks throws an effective side kick. Whoa, excellent 1-2 landed for Mr. Roake over the top. And a heavy knee. It hit him in the wrist, but make no mistake, they still have a lot of effect. Hard leg kick by Roake.
So far, I've been impressed with Mr. Roake. He is not fighting like an 18-year-old. He's fighting like he's been fighting
like a 30-fight veteran. I saw a little elbow get thrown in there. That was excellent.
Fighters tie up again.
A lot of clinch work here by Mr. Tiger Banks. A lot of clinch work here. Hard body shot by Mr. Roake.
So Roake definitely taking advantage of that reach.
Yep. Tiger Banks landed some good knees to the thighs and abs on Jonathan Roake. Jonathan Roake gets caught with a hard left hook. Jonathan Roake gets tossed to the mat, and he's back up. Both guys are throwing good combinations, but the leg kicks from Roake, all the kicks and knees from Roake. Oh! Serious right knee by Jonathan Roake that landed pretty heavy on Tiger Banks. Looks like he's setting up that rear knee a lot. His corner's calling for it, and he seems to be going after it. I believe Tiger Banks just need Jonathan Roake from behind, straight between the legs, in the equipment package.
The old donkey punch.
The old taint blaster. It looked painful, ladies and gentlemen. For the record, Mr. Banks, that's not what Jesus would do.
No, that one even hurt Bruce Jenner, my friend. You hate to see that happen when such a good fight is going on, but that's how it goes sometimes. Looks like Mr. Rourke's okay. We're back at it. Both fighters touch gloves. Working the kicks. Side kick by Mr. Banks. And that's the round. Impressive first round. Impressive first round by both fighters.
I would have to give the round to Jonathan Roake.
Those knees were.
But it was close. Yeah, those knees were serious.
Ring car girl showing that it's round 2, sponsored by a Piemontai restaurant. I'm a fan of Piemontai.
I'm a huge fan. Love it.
Some Penang curry or some pad thai. Some of the best in town.
Absolutely.
Both fighters ready to start round 2. About to get after it.
Fighters come out to center ring, and Mr. Roake starts off with a hard left kick right away.
Seem to be having
a little lighting issue here at ringside. 2 of the lights went out, and they pop right back on. Wow, good punches being thrown. A lot of clinch work in this fight.
Nice body fold takedown.
Side kick by Mr. Tiger Banks, but the leg kick lands hard for Mr. Roake. Head kick by Mr. Roake. Oh, and he returns one of his own. Lands right to the glove.
Banks seems to be working on those legs. He's working on those legs, chopping them down.
Tiger Banks is doing a lot of knees from the clinch, but I don't think it's getting him the points he wants. Oh,
big knee to the body.
Heavy knee by Tiger Banks. Straight to the body. Oh. Hard knee. Hard knee by Mr. Bork. Jonathan Bork takes a deep breath. Very strategic fight here. This fight's going back and forth. Both guys are doing excellent strategies, but not a lot of punches thrown. It's a lot more legs, kicks, and knees. Good combinations. Tiger Banks has landed a couple hard shots to Jonathan Rourke's chin, though. And his chin's really high up there as well.
Banks is landing more and more as this fight goes on.
Yep. He's using his experience to land better, more precise shots.
Knocks
on the
the mouthpiece out.
Knocks his mouthpiece out. And they stop the bout for a lost mouthpiece.
So Banks is doing a good job of slipping those punches and returning fire in the pocket.
Absolutely. Banks is doing real good with the stand-up. When it comes to the punching, it seems like Tiger Banks is a little bit ahead of Jonathan Roake, but when Roake starts throwing knees and kicks, it evens the playing field. Hard side kick by Tiger Banks.
Nice slip.
Jonathan Roake seems to be reaching a little bit with his punches.
2 slips by Banks, no big deal.
Hard body kick by Jonathan Roake, but his chin's really high in the air, and he's getting caught with some shots with that chin up. Hard shots landing.
Nice right, left hook.
Oh! Hard knee to the body to finish out that round by Jonathan Bork.
Seems like that's Rourke's strategy, is to back him up against that ropes and just throw that knee.
Throw that hard knee, throw that hard rear knee. I have to give the round, though, to Tiger Banks.
Absolutely.
And I'd give round 1 to Jonathan Roake. So I'd say we're pretty much tied up right now.
Yet another fight going tied into the third. Amazing night of fights. Quick recap of what happened so far tonight. Eugene Broussard won our first fight via split decision. Jorge Rodriguez takes out Brandon Roberts via TKO broken nose. And in our last fight, Mr. Brian Shavers wins a split decision over Steven Summers.
Some of the most epic fights we've seen in recent history. Some of the most epic fights we've seen in recent history in the Acadiana area. My name is Crazy Tim Crater, and I'm here with my good friend and fellow commentator, Jared the Bear Conks.
Every damn day.
We'll be back here every time. And the fight starts back up again. Jonathan Roake and Tiger Banks, I got them split 1 round apiece, but I tell you what, these guys are going for it. This is the last round. Both guys don't want to leave here with a loss. Tiger's doing exactly what he's been doing.
Big
landing
kick.
Good punches, but Rourke's throwing the kicks and the knees. If Roake keeps taking those punches to the face, he's going to get sleepy slapped tonight by Tiger Banks.
Naughty night. I think Mr. Banks has got that perfect 18-0 record. I think that might carry him through in this round. We'll see.
Hard knee
Big
again.
head kick.
He's got him with some hard shots. Seems to me like Tiger Banks lands a couple shots and then clinches. Unfortunately, those punches are what's going to finish him the fight here. Another hard jab. Hard jab by Tiger Banks.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Tiger Banks just hurt Jonathan Roake with a good punch and kick combination to the head. Mr. Rourke's throwing that hard right knee like, another knee.
Another butt knee.
Another knee to the taint. Oh.
That taint cool.
That taint cool.
Ooh.
Hard jab landed by Tiger again. Tiger's just got a lot better hands. You know, it comes down to that.
Seems to be
But
taking
I'll tell
control
you
of
what,
this fight.
Mr. Rourke's knees and kicks, wow, very effective.
Ooh. Wait, I was waiting for one of those big head kicks a la Eve Edwards.
Not sure about that knee. Tiger keeps throwing right to the special spot. Right to the special spot. Both guys are exhausted and they're clinching. Somebody's got to want to win for this round to go their way.
Ooh.
Jonathan Roake collapses under the pressure of a Tiger Banks.
We got a cut
clinch.
on Mr. Banks' shin.
We got a cut on Mr. Rourke's face.
Ooh. Amazing to strike. Oh, knockdown.
Hard knockdown by Tiger Banks. Hard knockdown by Tiger Banks.
Looked like it was a body shot. We'll see if he pressures the finish right here. Ten seconds left. Looks like that might be the end of it.
And that's the end of the round.
Hail Mary.
Wow.
Great fight.
I have to give that fight to Tiger Banks. He dropped him in the third round. I thought it was even going into that third round.
He took his licks in round one, but he came back,
Yeah.
kept his composure.
He showed the behavior of a veteran, true veteran. It was a really good fight. I'll tell you what, though, this kid Jonathan Roake, as he keeps coming up, only 18 years old, this kid's going to be somebody in Muay Thai in the next 10 years, that's for sure. Tiger Banks put him through his paces, though. There ain't no doubt about that. Excellent kicks and knees from Jonathan Roake, but Tiger Banks' hands were just a little bit too much. He dropped him with a punch to the body, and I think that seamed up the round.
And we go to the judges' scorecard for the decision.
And we go to the judges' scorecard. Fighters take center ring. And I'm going with Tiger Banks, but let's see what the judges say. And just like we thought, Jared, Tiger Banks takes it with the drop in the third round. But I tell you what, Jonathan Roake showed an excellent Muay Thai skills, and I can't wait to see him back here.
Excellent. Excellent show of sportsmanship by both competitors.
Excellent show of sportsmanship by the veteran Tiger Banks. Great job, guys. Thanks. Great job, guys. Excellent fight by both guys, man. So